Hello everyone, welcome back to Vampyr. Last episode we collected all the samples we needed to create the antidote. Now we're at the hive. And now we need to find Jeanette.
This place has been ransacked.
Jesus Christ. What's that, to follow the blood trail behind me now? What the hell? Bullshit. Must have been one of those black zombies. I mean black vampires. What are they called? The giant ones. Oh shit. What's happening now? Are we gonna finally meet this guy or not?
Take not a step further, child, for you are unprepared.
You, at last. I wondered when you would show your face again. Step away. We have nothing to discuss.
Desist, child. You cannot confront the monstrosity unleashed upon this land without due preparation. I shall not allow it.
All right. But no more riddles. Enough of the obscure songs and prophecies. I ask questions, and you answer them.
My words
Does
have
that have
been
to be a
as
higher
clear
level?
as crystal
Is
lakes,
this game
my
telling me,
child.
yeah, you need to be higher
You
level
seem
than this, not
unwilling
level
to drink,
27.
to listen, to learn.
What is your true appearance?
I do not understand. This is who I am.
But who are you really? Tell me your name.
I am your maker. I am the servant of the Red Goddess and protector
Red
of this
Goddess?
land. I have many names.
Just give me one, then.
There are those who call me Merdin Wild, the Wild Horned Man. But I never was a man. I was born out of blood.
Blood? You are made of blood. Surely you are joking.
Why would I? And no, I'm not made of blood. I am blood. Blood is what I am since my birth and for eternity.
How's that possible?
Why did you choose me?
Only you could provide a modern, scientific answer to this ancient, mystical threat.
Speak to me of this ancient threat.
What's the
The
ancient
blood of
threat?
hate, vessel of the wrath of the goddess. When she awakens, a disaster
Who
will be
Ashbury?
born into this world, for she is hunger and anger.
What kind of modern answer?
Disease, contagion, and contamination. How they course through veins is your dominion, my child. Your choices have made you. Only you can save this land.
I'm here to stop Harriet Jones.
I bet it's not Harriet Jones we're
She is
fighting.
the original carrier. The well from which this corruption flows.
I have heard you, but be wary. Harriet Jones's mind is no more. She has metamorphosed into an apocalypse.
Uh-oh.
From, drenched in, and driven by the blood of hate.
Tell me about this disaster creature.
Yeah, what is it?
I know London fell victim to such a thing in 1666.
A disaster is pure anger born through blood. Its name means bad star, for they only appear when our queen unleashes her unquenchable wrath upon the world.
Is it gonna be a sequel to this game?
So the disaster is some sort of accident. A disease vampires carry dormant in their blood, waiting to emerge.
That's your modern answer. But a disaster is at the same time both less and more.
Tell me what it is then, in your own words.
A disaster is the pure will of our queen. Whenever she dreams of walking this earth, she awakes in this putrid vessel.
And who is this queen?
She is the Red Goddess, the Queen of
Dun,
Blood.
dun, dun.
In my youth,
Dun,
100
dun.
lifetimes ago, she was
Dun,
worshipped as the Morrigan.
Da, da.
She is my mother. She is yours, too.
The Morrigan? The Celtic goddess of war? Is this a ruse of some kind?
She has been worshipped in many forms throughout the ages. The true nature of the Red Queen is beyond your comprehension, eluding even mine. But know this, she is a vengeful mother.
What is the blood of hate?
It is the curse of the goddess. It is the hunger in you, the need for blood, the will to strike and to punish, to spit in the eye of God.
I only wish to know how to put an end to this epidemic.
To perform an act so noble, you must protect yourself from its poisonous kiss, my child.
I know. McCullum used such a serum when trying to kill me. However, I have produced a more efficacious version of the antidote.
Your final
Really? McCullum
task
did it?
awaits you at the end of these tunnels. I've known for ages you were worthy of this challenge, my champion, Bittersweet.
Will it be over then? Once
Please?
I've defeated
Will this game be
creature?
over?
Yes. The threat will dissipate like so much smoke, for you will have purified its source.
And then what? What will become of me?
How would I know? I am no god, and your fate is in your own hands. For you are our champion.
What will happen thereafter? What future awaits me beyond these dark tunnels?
Your fate, my child, and the fate of this land. A disaster is about to enter this world to smite us all and teach
Is it for the
us
sequel?
humility.
Please?
You are
Can I
our
not deal with it?
final hope.
You tricked me. My sister died for your schemes. I have brought suffering and tragedy into this world. I am not, nor will I ever be your champion.
I'm surprised I
Very
can move the
soon you'll
camera.
come to know that sacrifice is sometimes necessary. I understand the grudge a child bears towards his father and mother. Be brave, my child.
Hope I'm ready. Holy shit. Now is unlocked. I feel like this is just a way for me to escape, like, you know, in case I am totally not ready, you know? Because I feel like I'm not ready. First of all, this game incentivises you, or, you know, if you want to actually beat this game without, you know, losing your goddamn mind, you have to suck up people's blood and shit. Which I didn't. Not at all. I instead charmed someone to death and charmed someone to accept death. Let someone else die. Yeah, from their injuries. Did they actually do some good? It's the final battle? Please?
Oh, I'm sick.
Seriously,
So
it's more like a
sick.
Resident Evil
Doctor,
game.
help me,
Like,
please.
the body is just
I'm in
mutated to
such pain.
disgusting
I'll be glad
monstrous
to be of
forms.
assistance.
Oh, like your help, Doris. Liars, all of you.
Ugh. Is that her vomit?
My poor baby. I've been such
That
a
you
bad
abused.
mother. But the Queen herself forgave me. Gave me another chance.
Harriet, you must stop all of this. I can't let you infect anyone else.
How dare you interfere with the Red Queen's plans, Doctor? How can you stop the course of nature?
Alright, this better be the... What did I just do? What did I just do? Okay, let them do that. It's like, I don't want. I'm basically fighting Doris Fletcher 2.0.
They took my daughter from me! Oh!
Didn't you abuse her? It's just weird. It shouldn't be this easy. It's definitely another boss fight after this. Damn it, I thought it was the end. Oof.
Is this a dream?
What? Oh, fucking A. Ah, ew.
How I feel? Is it wrath? I think it is.
I knew it. There's a second form.
Intensely, how irredeemably are you all going to suffer now?
Ah, fucking A. Ugh. How am I gonna fight this thing? Bullets. That's how.
Such innocence! Such guilt!
I really love this. It's so fun. I know, just fighting. Fuck. Blood, but holy shit.
Give me more! They are so young, so tasty!
Alright. Come on. Come on. Ugh. Alright.
Eat, for this is my body.
Ooh, fuck. Fuck, okay. Thank God, dog's out. Okay, not that. Okay, oh shit. Oof. Yeah, that's.
Give me more! They are abundant, young, so tasty!
Oh yeah, this is gonna be bad. Oh, wow. Okay. I hope I don't have to fight her again after I do this again. Let's let this be the end, please. No more bottles, please. What the hell? I think it was over. Oh shit. Alright, good. Good. Ugh. Come on. Oh shit. Just stay still. Stay still for a minute. Stay in that. Damn it. There. There. Finally.
No one could ever defeat you, mother of us all, for you are our every root and leaf.
You've always been my most amusing son.
Then go back
Son.
to sleep, my queen, and smile at us from your dreams.
Did they feel my wrath? Have they suffered enough?
More than ever, mother of us all.
Until the next time.
Until the next time.
Is it over? What was the point of that? Please tell me it's over. That was really interesting boss fight. Now the boss fight with the human guy was fun.
Old Bridget,
This one was pretty
what are
good.
you doing here?
This
And
is
don't tell
my
me she's the
realm,
enemy.
Ekon. This is Suaskull territory.
But they were all massacred. by the monstrosity that Harriet became.
Others will come, engendered by deceitful vampires. I don't mean you, of course.
What's happening? Okay, more talking now.
I thought you'd been slaughtered, with all the other sewer scars.
I was up above, in search of help when Harriet suddenly turned into that thing. I have no idea what it was.
It's over now. London is no longer shrouded in the disaster's shadow.
Hopefully.
We're all safe.
Yes, you prevailed in the end. I hope you'll forgive me for the way I treated you when first you presented yourself at our gate.
No need to apologize, really.
What's happening?
Perhaps there will be no stories told or songs sung of what happened here today. But I'll know the truth. Jonathan Reed, newborn vampire, stepped forward and saved us all.
I'm honored to be part of this city's legend. Thank you, old Bridget. May I ask you just one question?
How could I refuse you anything
One
now?
question.
I'll answer just as I answered Lady Ashbury when we met a few nights ago.
Who are you? Really?
I was born with the name Bridget Eleanor Wellington. In 1738, my beloved and immortal husband decided to preserve my beauty and youth forever by making me drink his blood.
You were Lord Redgrave's wife.
Oh, I
Then
get
the
it now.
pompous fool rejected you, did he not?
It was about 200 years ago.
Flashback?
He's found me in time. And I sincerely hope it will find you too, now that all is over.
No, it's not over.
No, come on.
I may have ended the vampire epidemic, but I still need answers from the woman I love.
I feared you would say that. Go then, young Ekon, and face your fate. Just remember that I'll always be here for you.
Please, just teleport us there, please. No more running. Please, please, please.
London has been cleansed.
Yes.
This catastrophe came about when an ancient, malignant will crossed paths with mortal imprudence. For now, we are safe.
Wait. For now.
My craving for blood remains. Red like hate, red like hunger. Red as life and death, passing from one immortal to another. From predator to victim. Patiently biding its time to rise again. London has been cleansed for now, but there's a simmering hatred, fear, and old grudges. When will we succumb, mortals and immortals alike? The next disaster is only a matter of time. My only hope now is to catch the woman I love, to understand why she fled, and unmask the secret that has been lurking in her blood for so long.
Where the hell is this place? Ooh, fancy car. In the sunlight, what?
Well, this is it. Lady Ashbury's domain.
I think this is the first
Why
time I
am I
actually
not
saw a
surprised it's
level
not
with
on any
sunlight.
maps? I'd better hurry.
Level chapter 7. This is chapter 7. The final chapter. The epilogue.
Beautiful morn, my child. It looks like dawn is here at long last.
Can't you just leave me alone? Your precious queen has been sent back to the bottomless pit from whence she came. The nightmare is almost over.
I am here to say goodbye. The sun's
Goodbye,
warmth
huh?
exhausts me. Soon I will rejoin my queen in her endless sleep. It is
So
over.
he did all
did
this
well.
just to save his mother, or i.e. the queen, right? He made Jonathan a vampire just because he knew that he would stop the apocalypse or epidemic and save the Red Queen, being his mother. Is that why he did this? I may have to look it up later.
Why did Harriet Jones become a disaster?
You are the doctor. You hold the knowledge needed to answer such a question. Have you the answer?
Icors seem to carry various diseases. They did not merely turn people into skulls. Their presence alone spreads death.
Who knows whether the Red Queen awakens when cursed mortals endure such epidemics, or if the contagions emerge like a curse as she awakes.
I noticed that all the Icors were female, as if a male couldn't endure the metamorphosis. Harriet was also a bitter and resentful woman, as was her daughter.
If the Morrigan prefers despoiled women to become the vessels of her wrath, we should be thankful that but one disaster hath been cast upon this wobbling world.
But the
So
Red
our
Queen.
beloved mother will just go back to sleep, now that enough people have suffered. Is that it?
No, Jonathan. The Morrigan has been appeased because you dared confront her. You have prevailed, my bittersweet champion.
Would I say that was a great boss and final boss fight? It was okay. It was good. I like the sunlight battle from McCullum. You know, the vampire hunter. I enjoy that boss fight more, maybe because of sunlight in the area. But I did like how she used the blood to create, you know, tiny vampire-like blood people to attack me. So she used her ultimate move. I say it was fun. Those two are my favorite. Those two are my favorite boss fights, as they were actual boss fights. They didn't feel like just, you know, regular enemies attacking me. You know.
What does she seek? Revenge? Retribution?
She seeks nothing, since she only dreams of it. In the ancient tongue, when I was young, her name meant Ghostly Queen.
Ghostly
Pray she
Queen.
never fully awakens, for her wrath knows no bounds.
Oops, not what I wanted.
So our beloved mother will... And what are you to her? Her counterpart? Her opponent in some timeless game?
She is my mother, my dreadful and sour-tempered mother. She is yours too, in a way, but you are not born from her terrible womb like me. You are but a distant child.
This is not over. I am here to find the true origin of the blood of hate.
'Tis unwise to interfere with a tale rooted so deeply in the suffering of others.
Holy shit.
What will become of the Brotherhood?
The Brotherhood is as wise as it is ancient. You have nothing to fear from it.
I am not afraid.
Do you truly think they are merely scholars poring over dusty books? The stole of St. Paul wielded faith sufficient to cast a dragon into the abyss.
That is just a legend.
Am I not a legend? Are you not about to become one yourself?
What will become of the vampire hunters?
They will never stop searching for William Marshall, for he escaped their two great hunts. Remember that you too are now on their dark list.
What will happen to Ascalon? Will you let them run the country from the shadows?
I don't interfere with petty political intrigues. Ascalon was built upon the lie of a lineage. Such a deceit cannot last forever.
I guess that's
But
true.
Lord Redgrave definitely possessed Marshall's blood. Untainted blood from the greatest vampire knight.
Really? I wonder how he managed to acquire it. Perhaps I should retrieve this artifact before going back to sleep.
Yeah, I guess you could do that.
No. I must know why Elizabeth fled here when I discovered she was the original healthy carrier.
No, she is not what you say she is. That is a secret you will discover soon enough.
And you? Why are you here? Which new thread of which old twisted plan are you seeking to pull now? Tell me the truth.
I am just here to salute my sons, and to bid them fare thee well.
Your sons? Plural? My God, will you ever stop speaking in riddles?
Perhaps I am too old for your spoken language.
I bet there is going to be a
Perhaps you
sequel.
now have so many
That'd be great.
you
Hope
no
they
longer hear
improve
the
from this
silly
game, because this game is has a great foundation. I just hope they build upon it, not just keep it how it is.
Who are your sons? Why do you bid them farewell now?
You are my son, as is William Marshall.
Ooh.
So that is all we are to you? Puppets you create to defeat some threat born from a dreaming devil?
No, you are my sons. I am proud of you. I mourn when you fail.
This is madness. How many have you created? Who else? Shakespeare? Isaac Newton? Alfred the Great? Francis Drake? Thomas More? Guy Fawkes?
My progeny is scarce, for I rarely feel the urge to protect this land anymore. But yes, one of those you named is your immortal brother.
Ooh.
Maybe you shall meet one night.
That'd be awesome. Maybe in a sequel.
When he fought me, Geoffrey McCullum used a serum made of King Arthur's blood. Since then, I have discovered that it was vampire blood. Whose blood was it?
You just said it. It was the blood of a king. The blood
Ooh,
of the
King
champion
Arthur.
I chose to save this land in its time of greatest peril.
Really? That's awesome.
King Arthur was also your progeny. Why am I not surprised?
Yes, he was. But he failed in the end. And for centuries the land suffered his defeat.
Tell me about William Marshall. Why is his blood so strong?
He is not stronger than you, only older. You are strong, Jonathan Reed. A champion of your time, chosen to defeat a threat spawned of this generation.
Is he here? Is William Marshall here? Is that why you're here now, too?
Have I not already answered that question?
His blood was not tainted. The blood Lord Redgrave possessed. That which I used in the serum. But what if it had been?
Then you would have failed, I suppose. For the blood of hate would have corrupted you too.
I wonder if that was one of the alternative endings where Jonathan succumbs to hate. That's like the bad ending, you know?
Speak clearly then. And answer my last question.
What is it?
Did I defeat the epidemic?
Now you've found the castle, Jonathan Reed. Only you can answer that. Farewell, my child. I shall dream about you soon.
What the hell?
It's locked, all right. Maybe it's just my imagination, but I think I smell Elizabeth's perfume.
Dearly Ashford, thank you for your recent letter, all the good news it contained. Cannot wait to finally meet you when you arrive in London. The garden is beautiful under the summer sky. Although I know that you wish to avoid heat and direct sunlight because of your frail health, you're welcome any day. We've got this wonderful idea of yours concerning the foundation of any orphanage for young ladies, inspired from the French Maison Royale de Saint Louis, sadly closed when the French people chose My God, I can't even write these words down. To cut their heads off. Just a place destined to provide a good education to gifted but poor orphan girls will surely excite my friends here in the city. You can count on me and my influence to help make your project a huge success. Yours ever sincerely, Countess Alexandra Somerset. 65.
Somewhere.
Damn, 65. Oh, back then when she used to fight the hunt. Ooh. Dear Mr. Alistair, as a new legal owner of Ashbury Estate, I intend to quickly engage in overdue maintenance and repairs of the walls and the crypt of the Mass Castle. Among the few architects I invited to send forth proposals, I was most impressed by your respectful approach concerning renovations on historical buildings and the preservation. I would be glad to meet you at your convenience. My only request would be to speak to you directly and not your assistants. Any evening of next month will be agreeable. You may come to the castle, or I can meet you at your office, as you prefer. If you agree to come to my castle, I'll show you what kind of repairs, modifications I have in mind to the crypt. Concerning the crypt, which may need considerable work and reconstruction. Very sincerely, Lady Ashbury.
Like mo.
Jonathan Reed, hey.
Elizabeth, my love. You allow my portrait to this castle.
Oh my God, can you stop cutting off, game?
Is falling apart.
Stop cutting off, game. Can you just let him write, please? Oh, let him talk. Go ahead. I've heard this 18 April 1907. Ooh, 10 years ago. Dear Lady Ashbury, I write to confirm that my men will be at your castle next Monday to begin a new work on the crypt and its access. The plans have been approved and I'll personally be on site to provide the installation of the locks and security measures you have requested. I also can assure you that my men have been briefed about never entering the crypt itself or the second floor of the castle. I must say I am proud to continue to enhance the work started by my great-grandfather when employed by your ancestor in 1795. Very sincerely, Angus McAllister.
What are these symbols? I can feel a mechanism, but it doesn't work. Here's another switch. I should keep looking.
Okay, I got 2 switches.
This painting looks suspicious.
Which painting? There's a lot of paintings here, man. Paintings looks okay. Seriously? Look. Oh, you mean that giant one? For fuck's sake, come on. Oh, Blood Demon of the Night. Oh. Ooh.
A sword and a moon are the symbols I should look for.
Oh, these things. What the hell?
One last switch, and
Oh, okay. Never mind.
voila.
I thought it was something harder, like find items and place them on there, but nah, just switch. Just switches. And this one. Ah, Black Death. Oof. This is a vampire, right? Right? Who the hell is William Marshall? I feel like I should pay attention more. Oof. Oh, shit. Okay, so he was okay. So Elizabeth's father was infected, and then he affected her with the plague, Black Death, some sort of plague, Black Death, something that made her a carrier, huh? Ooh, he was a killer too, huh? Eater of stars? What? The Tier of Angels. Was that what we made? Yeah, that's what we made to fight the Queen of Blood or whatever. Blood Queen. Oh, he was infected with the blood of hate. Now she's infected with the blood of hate. Oh, he's the one in the tomb. That's why he was always. That's why she was, that's why she, hired those guys to make a crypt for her. Okay. So she's been taking care of him all this time. His own father that infected her with hate, then he killed her, and now he's being infected? Is he still alive? Holy shit. I still have to fight.
Drop your thing to be afraid of.
He's cutting and cutting over and over.
Shall we abandon this then? Shall we lower our heads?
No. Never. You taught me that.
Blood is approaching. Old but young. How strange. Shall I drink it? Smite it?
No, Father. He is a friend. Please, rest. I'll take care of it.
Caution, Elizabeth. Deceit runs through these veins.
I know, Father. What took you so long, Jonathan?
Is this really him?
Yes. This is William Marshall,
Really?
1st Earl of Pembroke, servant of 5 mortal kings, former regent and savior of England. The greatest knight who ever lived, according to some.
And he's
You
her
called him
father.
father.
For he gave me eternal life, and much more.
I have so many questions, Elizabeth.
You always had questions, Dr. Reed.
Now that I stand before you both, in this vault, I know not where to begin.
We still have a few minutes left.
Will you go back to London?
No, Jonathan. I do not intend to.
And what of your daughter?
Charlotte is a strong, independent woman who's about to come into money. I took care of everything. Now it's time for her to shape her future.
Why did you flee here?
When you told me I was the healthy carrier, I had nowhere else to go.
You mean you had to return to the real source of this scourge?
Yes, to end it once and for all.
Where are we? What is this place?
This is the Ashbury estate. I inherited the title when I purchased the castle.
Are you not afraid someone might discover you here? It's not that hard to find.
Do not assume that I would hesitate to silence anyone who tried to reveal my secret. Fortunately, it has rarely come to that.
Is this your retreat? Something of a secret place?
It's more of a sanctuary, really. This is where I take care of my father. Ever since he became unwell.
I have destroyed the disaster, this creature that Harriet Jones had become. The epidemic is no more, and London will recover. In time.
Yes. You did well, Jonathan.
Wait for World War
You
II.
truly saved the city.
Yes, we did. Despite all obstacles. I'm truly convinced we did it together, Elizabeth.
I cannot bear knowing I was the cause of all this. Through the use of my own blood.
No. This catastrophe was the result of unethical experimentation. And the will of a creature so inexplicably evil, she exceeds all the terrible wonders I have seen since my death.
But it was my blood all along. My corrupted blood of hate. The poisoned blood of my father. A healthy carrier. That's all I am.
Why are you hiding William Marshall here?
How could I not take care of him?
I want to take this so seriously, but look at his lower legs. It's glitching.
He had.
What do you do for him?
I visit him as often as possible. I paint the landscapes he will never see again. I feed him with my blood.
You feed him? You barely sustain yourself on the weak blood of the dying, yet you give him your blood?
After he saved me from the blood rage, I swore I would never kill to feed. He said the same.
He gave you the antidote?
Yes. And in doing so, he knew he'd have to be confined here. And yet he volunteered. That's how great a man William Marshall was. And still is.
Is he dangerous?
What do you think? He is a thirsty echo who has not fed in centuries. An elder vampire, driven by an urge to kill and spread the blood of hate.
Can he communicate?
Yes. Sometimes he even seems like the noble knight who saved and raised me. But you know, the malice never fully leaves his eyes.
No redemption, then?
And yet he thinks he has been offered immortality by the angels to protect the feeble and to smite the unholy.
We could cure him.
It's too late. The blood of hate has run for too long. The antidote would not work on him. I tried. Believe me, I tried.
William Marshall infected you. He is the true, original carrier.
Yes. But he saved me by sacrificing himself.
Saved you? How?
The tears of angels. The cleansing of impure blood by an older, more powerful blood. It worked on me,
That
did it?
worked?
Yes. Blood is the definitive key to our species. Scowls, cleansing, lineage. Do you really think it worked?
It has, Jonathan. I was nothing but a beast who took pleasure in slaughter. I roamed across Europe, reaping my bloody crop. It was the blood of hate. But my father's antidote cured me.
What about us?
What do you mean?
You know my feelings towards you, Elizabeth. But you left without a word. So I'm worried about your feelings towards me.
I love you, Jonathan. I've loved you since the moment I saw you rescue poor Mr. Hampton in that filthy slaughterhouse, forgetting the danger as you turned your back, like the newborn fool you were.
How did you meet William Marshall?
He was an Ekon for centuries when he found me. He saved me from certain death by making me his progeny.
Why did he choose you?
You should ask him that.
Did you ever blame him?
Not even when he was infected and bit me. He is my father. He raised me. He taught me how to behave.
Man, this is a lot of info. Like a giant info dump. But I feel like I just want to end it all, but I'm really curious.
Who are you, really?
How could I answer that? I went through many lives and identities to reach this day. To you, I am Elizabeth Ashbury, and that's all I wish to be.
I need to know more. I want to know who you really are. Where you were born. Where you lived.
I was born Elizabeth Samantha Mary Englewood in 1551 in Hertfordshire. My parents owned a pub.
That was a
in
long-ass
Hoddesdon.
name.
Are you satisfied?
You should have told me.
No, Jonathan. The William Marshall myth lies at the heart of so many hostile plans. I could not risk jeopardizing his safety.
So why did you come here? You knew I would follow you. I can't let you go.
Because I know now the blood of hate is still in my veins. No one but I can put an end to this tragedy.
I can help you. You can trust me, Elizabeth.
I know, Jonathan. You have been the most loyal ally these last few weeks. But this is my duty.
Would your protege agree to speak with me? I have so many questions for him.
Go on, Jonathan. But be careful.
The entire thing was weeks. Felt like months.
Yes?
Sir William. My God. You really are William Marshall. You served Richard the Lionheart and his brother, King John. It is such a privilege to meet you.
I did in my day. Come closer if you want to speak. For my hearing isn't what it used to be.
I think your hearing is fine, sir.
Yeah,
What
definitely.
is it you want then?
I found and defeated the disaster that was threatening to smite London. You should know that the city is safe for now, Sir William.
Then may I call you brother? Did you resist its poison? Even a scratch from a beast so evil could endanger you and all those you care for.
You also defeated one in 1666. Who was it?
She was a malicious witch who spread plague throughout the city with her army of rats.
Oh, I know they're
She
gonna
had
make a
been hiding
prequel to
in
this
a
game.
bakery in Pudding Lane for
Or
months
just, you know,
when
another
I
sequel.
finally found her.
How did you defeat it?
We fought for hours. In the end, I had to lock her in St. Paul's Cathedral and burn the building down. I wanted to be sure she was destroyed.
I found your research on the antidote. The Tears of the Angels.
Tears of the
What
Angels.
ingredients did you use?
Once I understood what the ingredients were, I used the tears of King Richard and
King
the pure
Richard?
blood of the valiant Boadicea.
King Richard and Boadicea? How did you find such relics?
It took me many years to locate their hiding place. Then I had to learn the formula. If I recall, it belonged to an ancient brotherhood. The Order of St. Paul, I believe.
The what?
And did it work?
Yes.
The Order of
The
St. Paul?
tears cleansed my poor Elizabeth's blackened heart. It was such a blessing to see her smile again.
The blood of hate. How does it affect you? Do you feel it now?
The blood of hate? Yes. Nothing more than a sneeze, really. A sneeze held for so long, you could blow a fortress down if you released it.
I would like to ask you about vampires.
Vampires? What about them?
Considering your experience, please tell me what you know.
They are terrible creatures. I have seen and fought many in my time. Foul temptresses with sharp claws and shrieking beaks.
I have never seen such a creature.
Me neither.
What are you talking about?
Of course you've never seen a creature like them. Vampires are deadly, swift and implacable.
Where did you encounter such creatures?
The last time I saw one was in a Celtic temple near Salisbury. A terrible and god-forsaken place full of ghosts and pestilence.
Can we speak about the Morrigan?
The Red Queen.
The Morrigan.
What of her?
You met her, did you not?
Just once. But she never ceased to sing to me. I love her song. It is a song of blood and war. I only wish she would sometimes let me rest.
Do you know who she is?
I don't want to discuss this in front of my sweet Elizabeth.
Why?
For a time, she too could hear the Red Song. The steps she danced to its melody brought pain upon the world.
Tell me about Myrddin.
Do you remember Myrddin, your maker?
Only God is my maker, for he created everything on this earth. He blessed me with eternal life through his archangel, Michael.
But Myrddin, Michael, is a vampire. He made you a blood-sucking creature of the night.
Blood, yes. I used to drink it from the throats of the unworthy. Then I was punished for my deceit. During my penance, I rely entirely upon my sweet Elizabeth.
How was Elizabeth infected? I learned that, but why? Let's just hear you say it.
Tell me about Elizabeth. How was she infected?
I do not wish to discuss it.
Please, Sir William. I need to know what the blood of hate is. How is it transmitted?
After defeating the disaster in St. Paul's Cathedral, I returned to my retreat, infected. This is where my sweet Elizabeth found me, for she heard my pain from across the sea.
Where is this retreat you mentioned?
In London, under Temple Church, beneath my empty
The Temple
tomb.
Church?
I
Ooh.
always loved to sleep there while listening to the bell above.
What happened then?
The blood of hate had twisted me into a rage-filled man. I attacked my progeny and infected her too. Forgive me, Elizabeth. I failed you.
You bit her again. Is that how she was infected with the disaster's blood? I think I understand now.
Elizabeth fled, and I fell to my knees, begging for forgiveness. I swore I would find a way to make things right.
How did you meet Elizabeth?
Times were tough. I had awakened to protect the land from a new plague. I heard her sing for her dead family. Singing for her death to come. I chose to save her.
When was that?
When was that?
1600s?
So long ago. A few years after Elizabeth of England and Catherine of France established their alliance against Spain.
What did you do?
I raised her as my progeny. After she left to see the world, I rebuilt her deceased parents' inn. Owned it as William Thorne for a time. Those were good years.
Did you really sacrifice yourself to save her?
That was the only righteous path. The blood of hate made me betray her. I am at peace here. I can think about what I've done and how I failed.
Do you not want to be cured?
No,
It's too late.
this hunger is mine. I would feel empty without it. It has been part of me for so long. All I want is quiet. Silence.
You agreed to be confined here then?
Yes. Once I was sure she was cured, I asked to be locked down here. I deserve it. The world needs it.
We could set you free. Let you
Why?
out. Isn't that what you want?
I pray for the day I'll see the sky again. I have all but forgotten its colors. I could walk and do so many things beneath the stars. But I doubt it will be wise to release me.
Then will you stay here and repent?
Elizabeth told me it will not be long now. I cannot wait to feel the sweet caress of her hand on my cheek after so long as she releases me.
Kill her. You're gonna kill him right now?
Has the time come?
Yes, Father.
Why not unleash me then? To see the sky a final time.
You already are the sky, and all its stars.
I'm not defeated, for I welcome the sword you bear. For it is mine.
You were never defeated, my lord.
Oof.
Farewell, Father.
I thought you would pierce him in the heart.
And to you also, Jonathan.
What do you mean?
I can't stand what I've become. This healthy carrier, as you put it. The flames will purify the poison that runs in my veins.
No! I won't allow this to happen.
I am death, Jonathan. Wherever I go, I can't stand it.
I am Dr. Jonathan Reed, champion of Myrddin, chosen to save
let her do
England
it.
from the vampire
Let her do it.
epidemic. I could cure you.
What do you mean?
We are creatures of blood, Elizabeth. Everything about us is in our blood. With time, I could perfect the antidote William Marshall gave you. Trust me, for time is on our side.
That is a risk I cannot take, Jonathan. I won't bring another such disaster into this world.
Elizabeth, no. Trust me. I can save you.
How could I trust you, Jonathan? How could I take such a
I'll
chance?
stay here with you then. As long as we must until I find a cure.
You have no idea what you're talking about, Jonathan. Despite his madness, William was strong enough to starve for centuries. I doubt we can do the same.
That's where you're wrong, Elizabeth. Since I murdered my poor Mary after my rebirth, I vowed to never take a life again, and I've succeeded.
I'm not sure I have the strength of character.
I
I'm
technically
not like William.
didn't
I'm not
succeed.
like you.
I killed
Teach
Crane.
you then. Come with me, my love.
Oh, Jonathan, if only this could be true. I really don't know.
We'll run away. Go to the deepest forests, the highest mountains. Untouched by man, we'll hide in solitude until I find a cure.
Do you trust me then?
Until the end of the world, my love.
I would love that if it was a choice we can make. Let her die or, We found a cure. That was an interesting epilogue.
One prayer for the summoned called by this song. Child born from darkness, whose path he must find. Now the song is sung and your path chosen. England is safe, for you have prevailed. I wish you a peace duly
they're at New York
for the
now.
centuries yet to come. And they will come. I bid thee farewell, my champion bittersweet. My queen sleeps once again, and I'll soon join her slumber. Until alas she rises, woken by the hunger never fed.
Why is there gonna be a new vampire in a sequel now? You know, bring the blood of hatred again. So that was the game. That was it. I beated the game. Don't know how long it took, but I'm pretty sure it took hours. Like, it took multiple days, but it took maybe like 20 plus hours. But anyways, I beat the game. I'm done with it. I'm over it now. I don't think I'm gonna play it again since not having, what's it called? What's it called? Where you can move quickly to can't remember it. Where you can move quickly to another location to hideouts. That was a pain in the ass. And the combat was fine, but I wish it was better. Characters, I can remember some of them, but most of them, they were interesting. That sounded right? Most of them were interesting, but I can't remember some of them. But anyways, thanks for watching. Thank you for watching this series. So, have a great day.